Like I know what to do, got me feeling nostalgic. Ancestors sending clues, I'm sending gratitude back. Cause the whole
airport, international airport. It looks pretty modern. Nice smell. Some delicious cooking around duty free, I think. Yeah. So it's clean and nice. So right now we're moving to another, how it's called, Iloilo? How it's called, this area below. It's like Cebu Metro, right?
Yeah, this is Mandawi, another city, Mandawi City.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and next is Cebu City.
So the airport is not in the Cebu city. It's the city.
It's another city, Lapu-Lapu City.
Lapu-Lapu, yes.
But it's still part of Cebu province.
Okay. Okay, so I finally arrived to Bogo City, which is a suburb of Cebu City, and it took me about 4.5 hours to get there. They say that's white sand beaches, so I want to check it out, and I'll be doing it maybe today, maybe tomorrow. My also thought while I was coming, of course, provincial towns are not upscale as much as like in Europe or even in southern, even in northern of Africa. It means people simply don't have places to go, so it's like church. It's the most local attraction. So people tend to get together around the church, or some eateries, primitive, not like upscale restaurants. So I just imagined if, for example, every village had a football team or theater, like folk amateur theater. Of course, it's not possible because it's not anywhere in Asia. So it would be too much of advance if people have this kind of attraction locally. But still, people need to do something apart from just greeting each other in like primitive eateries. Okay, never mind. I am here and I'm happy because it took me an arm and a leg, as Brits say, to get here. I didn't know where I'm going. The apartel didn't introduce itself properly, so Agoda. It was not possible for me to find the exact address, and I showed the intersection of two streets to the truck driver, and I was happy enough that the truck driver was smart, so he realized where I am. Okay, so this is like little room with even a picture on the wall. It has aircon. Aircon is good. It is. A little TV, which I'm not gonna watch. And a closet. Very basic set of conveniences. It doesn't have refrigerator, surprisingly, because in Olongapo, most of the hotels, they do have refrigerator, at least in the luxury rooms. So it's up to me, I can choose one. Well, I find out, and also let me show you something that they don't have. I'm gonna complain for sure. See? They don't have this. See? Isn't funny? Okay. Okay, I'm finally getting. I finally got to some place to eat, and it's quite cozy, clean. So this is Jollibee. I don't eat that kind of food, so I went to vegetarian, and the young lady served me this. Oh, it's kind of beef with steamed rice and something on dessert. I'm gonna try all these things. Okay guys, this is how supermarket looks in the province. I don't see much difference with Manila or Antipolo City. A little bit messy, so you see some stuff maybe just put on the floor, unpacked, but so what? See, we see all the same cheese that I buy in the same city, the largest hypermart of Antipolo City, so it's okay. I mean, life goes on. Okay guys, this is like evening. I went out after the sunset because I tried my attempts, they just failed. I couldn't go outside, it's too hot, and it's middle of April. See, this is a little park in the night, and my feeling about outside temperature, it's definitely hotter than in most places I visited. Definitely hotter than in Florida, for sure, in Miami. Hotter than in LA, for sure. The only comparison which comes to my mind is Ecuador. So if you see, Cebu is also closer to the zero parallel. So I think this is the most valid comparison. It's pleasant, but right now it's close to 11 p.m. At 10 I was still not able, even though sunset it's like 6 o'clock, still was too hot. Okay, sorry for problem with my sound because I'm not still wearing my Bluetooth microphone. My idea was, this is a little parking lot next to the dealership and McDonald's. This is the McDonald's. So there's plenty of cars, privately owned cars. For me to understand what types of cars do Filipinos drive, maybe I think to myself, there should be any European cars, because just like for diversity, maybe they drive Mercedes or BMW, or maybe they like American cars like Mustangs, maybe Ford, or yes, let alone Cadillac. A Cadillac is the worst seller around the world, so I didn't expect to see any. But still, maybe they drive some Fords. Let's check it out. This one is Mitsubishi. It's Toyota, right? This is a little truck. I don't know. Let's check it out from the front. Well, it's looks like this one is Indian or something. That's Toyota, right? So this is SUV approaching, and this is also Toyota. Let's go further. So this is Mitsubishi, and those are Honda mostly. what's this? I don't understand the motorbikes. These motorbikes are not my cup of tea. Well, I think I assume those are mostly. Let's go further up. Another car. It's Toyota. And this, what about this? It's also Toyota. Right, so we checked how many? We checked 9 cars. Okay, just to finalize this experiment. Here, also a little additional parking space. This one? What about this one? Isuzu, Toyota, Mitsubishi. That's a Jeepney. Okay, what's this? I'm not familiar. Oh, this is Toyota. This is also Toyota. And this Isuzu. This is Toyota. Okay, finally, buddy. See, we see Chrysler. This is the only, seems to be the only car in the whole parking lot which is not produced in Asia, in Japan, essentially. This is Toyota. And Toyota again.
Waiting for my departure flight from Cebu City to Pampanga. I was kind of surprised that Cebu International Airport doesn't have 24 hours bars or pubs to stick in while waiting for the flight. So one thing is definitely not my favorite thing in the Philippines, bars. There is no such thing as overnight bars. There are some bars that close in at 10, believe it or not. In Europe or in Russia, you know, some bars only start at 10 p.m. Here you can find plenty of them that's just close at 10. Many of them close at around 11, and about 90% of them close at midnight. So you would hardly find any single bar, except maybe in the very center, very downtown part, like Broadway, local Broadways, which works until 2 a.m. But in the airport, there is no pub working. Another complaint is just simply too hot for me. Even though air conditioner, they pretend it's working, but for me it's still too hot. The temperature in this casino, I decided to start in the casino while waiting for my flight, which is I'm gonna spend 4 or 5 hours here drinking. And yeah, I'm gonna spend 4 or 5 hours here because there is simply nowhere else to go, nowhere else. If I go back to the airport, I just need to sit on the bench. I don't think I'll be able to find a socket, electric socket, to charge my phone. And this is, by the way, why I still not using external Bluetooth microphone, because it needs transmitter, and transmitter should be plugged into the nest of the iPhone, and right now my nest is occupied by the cord which is charging my phone. So I am very eager to get my telephone 100% charged. Therefore, please apologize for a lot of noises around, interfering with my conversation. See, I'm sweating, and it's like this is a casino. I don't know how they receive gas, how they retain gas with such a temperature. Okay, but I don't complain. This is my statement. Yes, so that's very strange. Cebu, yeah, a lot of good pavement. Unlike like in Manila, the difference, Cebu City and Manila, my impression. In Manila, bad pavement is normal. Only in BGC you have European type of pavements. Here, at least over the course of my traveling across Cebu City to reach international airport here in Lapu-Lapu, the pavement was highest mark, mostly, even with lit dividers between the lane, which is more like in the States. So this is my source of my respect to Cebu City. Bad thing, which makes me really hesitant of relocating if my rent finishes there in Luzon, in Angeles City. There are a lot of a big community of my folks also in Cebu, but the temperature is not good. It's there's two types of temperature. One which is good for me is kind of temperature in Los Angeles, for example. So if you feel a lot of heat, you just go to the valley up there in the mountains and see, and you can refresh yourself. Then you go down to Hollywood Boulevard, all that stuff, and you still see, you feel you're sweating. Here is more like in Miami Beach, I think, or New York in July, like close to 4th July. Those New Yorkers, yeah, they know what I'm talking about. It's like 4th July, and all of these air conditioners above you on the 100 stories buildings, they start dripping, and the water is just dripping literally on the top of your head, and so you cannot walk, and your clothes is soaked with the mixture of mist and the water dripping into the clothes from the air conditioner outside, something like here. So not my favorite weather condition. I don't know what in Davao. I plan to go there, and also in Palawan. Let's see what Palawan is a very interesting destination for me. So far, I'm not impressed with Cebu comparing to where I live, to Angeles City.